This video is sponsored by DistroKid. If you're mixing vocals on a budget, this is going to be the perfect video for you. You don't need to spend a lot of money or really any money at all to get a professional sounding vocal, as I'm about to show you through the rest of this video. I'm about to break down a vocal chain I put together for a melodic rap song that exclusively uses free plugins. This includes EQs, compressors, limiters, and even effects like delay and reverb. Basically everything you could possibly need for a vocal chain is going to be covered in this video, and best of all, it's free 99. And not only am I going to put you onto a bunch of amazing free tools that you can get today, but I'm also going to be breaking down my thought process as I assemble this vocal chain in real time. And make sure you watch this video all the way till the end, because at the end of this video, I'm actually going to compare this free vocal chain to a premium vocal chain that uses plugins that you have to pay top dollar for. But before we begin, let me show you what the final product sounds like so you know exactly what to expect throughout the rest of this video.
On my way to the shadow, taking all risks, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear right. Might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines at the tunnel. All bets on me like 00. Haven't lost my hope. If it rains like this, I know the sun gon' shine.
So now that you have an idea of what the final product sounds like, let's break this vocal chain down step by step and of course put you onto the plugins that I'm using. But before we get to that, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, DistroKid. If you're an artist who's constantly dropping new music, DistroKid can simplify your life and save you a lot of money in the process. Millions of artists, myself included, rely on DistroKid to get their music onto all the major streaming platforms including Spotify, Apple Music, and more. With DistroKid's mobile app for iPhone and Android, managing your music and earnings is a piece of cake. No need to boot up your computer, you can upload and release your latest tracks directly from your phone. Keep an eye on your earnings with the bank feature, and when it's time to cash out, just a few taps in the app and you're good to go. Don't miss a beat with push notifications that let you know when you're earning royalties and when your funds are on the way. I love how DistroKid hooks you up with a hyperfollow landing page for every release. It's awesome for sharing your music with your fans and makes it super easy for them to save it on their preferred platform. And accessing the link through the app, super easy and convenient. Artists I've worked with swear by DistroKid, and I'm sure you'll love it too. Download the app for free on iOS and Android today, and if you're new to DistroKid, use my link down below to save 7% off your first year subscription. Thank you to DistroKid for sponsoring this video, and now, back to the content. Now, the first plugin I'm using is Renegade from Auburn Sounds. This is a gate plugin, and I'm specifically using this to treat noise and other background stuff that's happening during the vocal performance, specifically headphone bleed that's happening. Let me play the track without it, and you can hear exactly what I'm talking about.
On my way to the shadow, taking all risks, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear right. Might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines at the tunnel.
So it's not the absolute worst, but there's definitely some moments such as that hi-hat and other things you can hear from the instrumental that are just bleeding through the headphone and therefore being picked up on the mic, especially during these little gaps in between the vocal performance. So I'm using Renegade to specifically treat that and minimize that, like so.
On my way to the shadow, taking all risks, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear right. Might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines at the tunnel.
Now, even though this is a free version of a premium plugin that Auburn Sounds has to offer, you could hear how it's really clamping down on that ambient noise and ultimately cleaning it up. And I would say it gives you the essential stuff that you need from a gate, such as the attack and release, and also a hold, which you don't really see here, but that's obviously letting you keep the gate open for a certain amount of time to let certain phrases through. And if I want to turn this into an expander, I absolutely can as well. So it's not just limited to being a gate. It can tame things in a little bit more of a subtle or transparent way. And this is if I'm really just focusing on using it in a traditional way on vocals. But what's awesome is it even has a built-in sequencer, so you can actually use this plugin to add rhythm and variation to certain sounds if you're mixing instrumentals as a producer, for example. Now, the next plugin in the chain is Chenev from Analog Obsession, and I specifically use two modules here, being the De-Esser and the equalizer, but you can see that this is really a full-fledged channel strip that gives you access to a lot of different components, such as a mic pre with filters, a De-Esser and equalizer, as I mentioned, a compressor, a limiter, a drive or saturation knob, and an output. Now, this is definitely an analog flavored channel strip, and it really sounds awesome, and I think depending on the genre you make, you can really make a lot of use out of this. However, I only use the De-Esser and the equalizer in this case. Let's first focus on the De-Esser. I'm going to take it out and put it in, and I'm obviously using this to treat some harsh sibilant frequencies that are popping out on Sari's vocal. Let's check that out.
On my way to the shadow, taking all risks, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear right. Might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines at the tunnel. On my way to the shadow, taking all risks, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear right. Might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel.
So it's pretty subtle, and I actually like that. I find De-Essers can be very heavy-handed and make things sound muddy depending on how you set them up. But because this is an analog-style plugin, I think it really smooths things out without overdoing it. It sounds pretty natural and musical. Next, let's check out the EQ. And I'm specifically using the filters here just to roll off some low end, somewhere around 65 Hertz. And I'm also just notching out a little bit of 4.7 by about 2 dB. I'm not necessarily using anything else, but obviously I'm using this just to continue to tame some of that excessive high end that's popping up. And also using the low cut filter just to clean things up and make sure it's not so muddy. And also these frequencies are not really essential for this vocal in this case. Let's check this out without and with.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel. On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel.
So it's a pretty subtle difference, just a little bit darker in the high end, and you're going to see later on I'm going to do a few things to sort of re-brighten this up. But overall, these two modules and really the whole channel strip is worth checking out. Following Chenev here, I use Valhalla, which is essentially an optical style compressor, very similar to an LA2A from what I understand. And I'm essentially using this just to compress the vocal, squeeze some of the peaks. You can see here that there's quite a bit of peaks that are popping out. So I'm obviously going to use this to ultimately bring those peaks down and then also add some makeup gain to increase the quieter parts of the signal, making it more uniform or even in volume, and obviously just creating that consistent vocal presence. Let's check it out without and with.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel. On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel.
So you can hear it's really producing a consistent, warm sound. And you can tell there's actually quite a bit of features here that you can use outside of just the standard gain and peak reduction knobs, which you'll pretty much find on every LA2A style plugin. This has a whole sidechain section, including a high pass filter, mid frequencies, mid gain. And you can even make the high frequency sound flat or more enhanced or hyped. And you can even turn this from a compressor to a limiter, basically exactly like what you would expect from an LA2A, but with a couple more bells and whistles, and more importantly, for free. Now, following the Lala, I have a great plugin here called the TDR Nova from Tokyo Dawn Labs. I've been using this one for years, and really I'm using this as a dynamic EQ in this case, but this EQ is very flexible, and you're going to see it come up again later in this chain. Now, this isn't just limited to a static EQ. We can actually use this as a dynamic EQ as well, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I have a threshold assigned, and every time a certain frequency passes that threshold, this EQ is going to essentially reduce it. So this is a great substitution for a multi-band compressor, which I also often rely on, as you'll know from some of my previous videos. However, this seems to do the job just as effectively, and I really only have one band number one. I'm not adding or taking away any gain, but at 600 Hertz, I essentially have it reducing the low end presence of the vocal, just smoothing things out a little bit more and preventing it from becoming overly muddy. And I find this especially happens after compression on a vocal. Sometimes it'll just adjust the frequency balance a little bit, bring up some of the lows, maybe bring up some of the highs, depending on the circumstance. So I'm ultimately using this to just smooth things out once again and give it a nice natural feel. Let's check that out.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel. On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel.
So you can see here, it's obviously notching from 600 Hertz and below. It's basically a low shelf. It's reducing that by at most 3 dB, but not really consistently, right? It just depends on the phrase and what's being sung. But overall, this is just helping, again, control some of those excessive frequency pockets, and I think it's doing a great job. Now, following the TDR Nova is Slate Digital's Fresh Air. This is an awesome plugin for enhancing sounds and adding that high-end sparkle and shine, almost like you would with an EQ. Instead of adding a top shelf boost, you could use something like Fresh Air, and you're going to see in a moment that this really makes things pop out and shine a little bit more, but in a controlled way. This is an exciter plugin, and that's exactly what I'm using it for, to just enhance and hype up my vocal just a little bit more. So check that out.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel. On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel.
So definitely getting that high-end shine, that sparkle, maybe a little bit of that sizzle as well, and I like that. And just keep in mind, notice how I'm not going crazy with the percentages here. At first, you may be inclined to go real crazy and jack things up, but that will make your mixes harsh and brittle. Even this, to be honest, is a little bit high for me. I don't really go beyond 10%, but a lot of times I'm somewhere between like 4 and 8% on average for both of these. Just use your ears and of course be delicate when you're using this yourself. Now, following Fresh Air, I have another instance of TDR Nova, and this one's focused on the high end, just taming some of that harsh high-end stuff that might be poking out, maybe as a product of Fresh Air, but also just as a product of all these different processes. Now, this band is specifically focused on 14.3 kilohertz, and again, it's dynamic, so it's going to be notching this down slightly whenever this area gets a little bit out of control. And that's not happening consistently, as you're going to find out in a moment, but I do think it's good to have another surgical EQ closer towards the end of the chain like this, just to tame any of those imbalances that might be poking out a little bit too much and maybe hurting the ears, such as this high-end frequency. Here's the frequency solo, just so you can hear it.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try.
And here it is again in context. I'll play it without and with.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel. On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try.
So still getting a lot of that high-end presence, of course, but ultimately just taming it a little bit and making sure it doesn't get out of control. Now, the final plugin I have in this chain is a limiter from D16, and it's called Frontier. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty colorful limiter. It really warms up a sound, I would say, and I'm really using this just as that final level control, just to drive the volume up, create a little bit more consistency in the vocal, and ultimately get it to sit really well on top of the instrumental, which is obviously compressed and limited and doing its own thing. So this is just helping it gel a little bit better while squeezing a little bit more volume out of it. Let's check it out without and with.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel. On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel.
So this has quite a bit of character, as you can tell. It's adding some of that bite, that warmth, that fullness, and it's definitely taming peaks every now and then, right? You see it sometimes pumping up to 6 to 12, even as high as 18. But despite that, I still think it sounds natural, and while it might be a little bit more noticeable here in solo mode, you're definitely going to notice when I put it back into context, it sounds great. And an extra bonus they have here is a soft clip feature, which I really like. You know that I talked about soft clipping in a recent video of mine, which I'll leave up above, but this makes it great for not only processing individual tracks like vocals, but also higher level tracks like groups and masters, and it's definitely why we're getting some of that warmth and saturated sound from this plugin. So now let's talk about the free effects that I have on this track. Let's first take a look at the delay, and I got two plugins here. The first one is Baby Comeback from Baby Audio, and this is a simplified version of another plugin that they have, but it gives you everything that you need to create a great compelling delay. You got your time, so I set this to a quarter note in this case. A feedback setting, you can actually make this a ping pong. It has a bunch of output controls, so balancing your dry and wet signal, and it even gives you some flavoring options if you want to produce an analog sound or something more saucy or cheap. Again, a few different options here in terms of how you want to adjust the tone, but for me, I like to do this a little bit more old school and have some more manual control of the tone. So for that, I followed it up with another instance of TDR Nova, but instead of using it dynamically as I've shown you in the previous example, I'm exclusively using the low and high pass filters here just to sculpt a more analog sound. Let's play this and hear what this sounds like.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines up the tunnel. All bets on me like double O. Haven't lost my hope. If it rains like this, I know the sun gon' shine.
Now, the other vocal effect track I have in the session is a reverb, and I specifically love using plate reverbs, especially that EMT 140 style, and I can't see anything better right now than the Row Gold from Black Rooster Audio. It's a very simplified interface, and it's definitely not as controllable as some other premium plugins out there, but you can definitely achieve what you want with this if you're smart and strategic. It's got a bass cut, which allows you to create a cleaner reverb sound. The damper is essentially going to determine how big or full that reverb is going to sound. You have a pre-delay, so you can make sure that things don't get in the way way of your vocal, and of course a dry wet knob, whether you're applying this directly onto a channel or on a parallel channel like I'm doing here. Now, just like before, I am following this up with a sculpting type of EQ, again the TDR Nova, just using the low and high pass filters, just sculpting a more analog and controlled sound that doesn't interfere with the vocal as much. Let's see what that sounds like.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines out the tunnel.
So obviously in solo mode, it's very expansive, it's very noticeable, but when I put this into context in a moment, you're gonna see that it's actually not so aggressive because I've controlled things a certain way with the TDR Nova. So with that being said, why don't we actually do that? Let's quickly do it before and after.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines out the tunnel. On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines out the tunnel. On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines out the tunnel. All bets on me like double O. Haven't lost my hope. If it rains like this, I know the sun gon' shine.
So now let's compare it to that premium plugin chain I talked about before. So to quickly break down the original chain, I got a gate from Waves, followed by the FabFilter Pro DS, followed by the FabFilter Pro Q3, followed by the Waves CLA 2A, then the FabFilter Pro MB, Waves Magma BB tubes. I'm actually using another free plugin here, which is the Voss Slick EQ from Tokyo Dawn Labs, same people that made TDR Nova, so definitely recommend checking that out. This is the only freebie I'm using in the chain. I have another De-Esser, just controlling things a little bit more, a final EQ, again, almost acting like a high-end control, and finally the Waves L1 limiter, just creating a consistent sound. And then in terms of effects, I am using a bit more, so this is not exactly an apples to apples comparison, but I have a plate verb, which is actually going to be the Valhalla vintage verb, followed by an EQ. I have a medium delay, which is the Echo Boy from SoundToys, followed by some compression, arc comp, the built-in Pro Tools flanger, and a Pro Q once again. I have a short delay, which is an H delay in this case from Waves, followed by another Pro Q, and a Mondo mod from Waves. For the Hall verb, which is a secondary reverb, a bigger one, I have some pre-treatment with EQ being the Pro Q and the stock EQ from Pro Tools before going into a Valhalla vintage verb. Then I'm going into a soft tube saturation knob, just adding a little bit of saturation, and this is another free tool that I could actually recommend you add to the list. Then I'm using the stock stereo with plugin from Pro Tools, and finally a final Pro Q. And then for the final effects track, this is more of a spreader or a widener channel. I'm using the SoundToys micro shift, followed by another EQ. So let's actually shoot these out now that I've summarized them.
On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines at the tunnel. All bets on me like double O. Haven't lost my hope. If it rains like this, I know the sun gon' shine. On my way to the shuttle, taking no risk, no buckle. If something goes wrong, I fear I might not make it, but I did try. At the end, light shines at the tunnel. All bets on me like double O. Haven't lost my hope. If it rains like this, I know the sun gon' shine.
That's pretty impressive, and if I'm being honest, I actually might think that the free chain sounds better than the paid-for chain, the premium chain. Even though these tools are great and I use them and I plug them in a lot of different videos, it goes to show that you don't necessarily need to fork over a lot of money to get a great sounding vocal. You can really do it with the resources that are available to you right now. Now, if you want to check out any of these free plugins, hit the description down below. Links to everything can be found there. And if you want to see me break down another vocal chain, click the card you see on screen right now. If you haven't done so already, please smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time. Peace.
5